morning.
From the Rooney Moon Broadcasting Local News Center, I'm Kelsey Lorenz with your news as it happens. A new study ranks New Mexico number 37 with the most affordable home health care. By 2027, spending on healthcare inside the home is projected to increase by 72% to $200 billion per year. This marks the largest expected increase of any care category, including hospital care and prescriptions. New Mexico patients spend 97.9% of their annual household income on care inside the home. While this may seem high, it pales in comparison to Washington, where residents spend 145.4% of their annual household income. Heat stroke is the most serious heat-related illness and happens when the body loses its ability to sweat. Dehydration and overexposure to the sun can cause heat stroke. The main sign of heat stroke is an elevated body temperature greater than 104 degrees and changes in mental state, ranging from personality changes to confusion. Lindsay Montano of Portales knows all too well about losing herself from a heat stroke in the midst of a hike in Palo Duro Canyon. Last Thursday morning, Montano and her older sister started the famous Lighthouse Trail hike, where they seemed to have lost their way, sending them farther down into the canyon. As time passed, the trail grew unfamiliar and water became scarce. This is when the girls knew they were in trouble.
We noticed that we took a wrong turn because it didn't look familiar at all. We have to find our way back, so we just kept walking and walking. We're actually just going further down, into the canyon. And I'm down there for about 2 hours by myself. I eventually hear cop sirens at the top, and I was like, okay, they'll be down here eventually.
Park rangers found Montano and quickly went to work checking her vitals and taking care of her. Montano had a resting heart rate of 170 and a temperature of 104 degrees.
The EMTs get down there and they hook up an IV and they take me back to the top, and up there was an ambulance waiting, and they hook up another IV and then they put sugar into my body since my blood sugar was super low, in the 40s.
Montano was then transported to BSA Hospital in Amarillo, where they treated her for heat stroke and hypoglycemia.
It's just super important to know your hike, stay hydrated, eat while you're hiking so you don't go through that, and go during cool times of the day, not when the temperature's rising to its highest point.
Curry County commissioners will meet today to discuss budget and consider a resolution that would adjust precinct boundaries in the county. There will also be talk about improvements in the works for the fairgrounds. New LED lighting could be coming to Kevin Roberts Arena and a camera for the ticket booths. The Clovis Police Department will be conducting sobriety checkpoints and DWI saturation patrols today, specifically targeting alcohol and drug-impaired drivers. Parents and guardians of all students planning to attend a school in the Clovis District in 2019-2020 will either need to complete a full online enrollment or an information verification for existing students no later than August 8th. For students preschool through 12th grade, school enrollment is conducted online via Skyward Family Access, which is the district's student database and primary source. New Mexico State Film Office Director Todd Christensen announced today that the independent feature Wander, produced by Wingo Films, will be filmed in Carrizozo and Ruidoso, New Mexico, starting mid-August. The production will employ 30 New Mexico crew members, 20 New Mexico actors, and 30 New Mexico background talent. One reason the production looked at rural areas is due to the revised film production tax credit law that rebates an extra 5% for productions outside Albuquerque and Santa Fe. The initiative became law July 1st. The feature is directed and produced by April Mullen, co-produced by Tim Dorian and Andre Rellis. Wander is the story of a suspicious death in the small town of Wander, where a mentally unstable private investigator becomes convinced the case is linked to the same conspiracy cover-up that caused the death of his daughter. For more news as it happens, click yournews.com.